this is Paul Terjeson, Oregon Farm and Home Brokers. I'm here to talk to you about different soil classes to help determine what the values are for your farm or the farm that you're looking for. Right now we're sitting on a section of land that's a class 3 soil. It's got some clay content in it. It's usually not our highest. We've got class 1, class 2, and class 3 soils that we'll do some row crops on. This is a bean crop on this section. A little past us, we've got some class 2 soils in radish seed that's about to get harvested. So what we're looking for in these class 2, class 3 soils and class 1 soils is how well drained it is, what kind of crops it can support, and how easy it is to farm it, how large your range of days that you can farm it without getting mucked up and getting your tractor stuck. So I'm familiar with this farm. I know this is the Bash House Silty Clay Loam. It gets pretty wet in the wintertime, so you're kind of forced off the property pretty quick at the end of the season, and you got to wait a little bit longer to get on it, so it's not going to support the kind of crops that you would some of the higher value crops. However, if you drain tile some of this stuff, it starts to act like a class 2 soil, and you can start putting your row crops on there, or possibly even orchards. So there's a lot of things you can do to make it better. So we're on a different part of the farm, which is the Chehalis silty clay loam, and which is kind of, for a lot of the farmers, this is kind of the Goldilocks. It holds good water really well, drains well enough. I mean, it just holds it. You can grow just about anything on it, and it's got water rights. So we value all of those, all these different soils we value a little bit differently, and then once we get into the water rights, there's additional value. Once you get down to the class, from the class 1, class 2, and class 3, it's rare that you can do a row crop out of the class 4s that start turning into grass seed. So the highest and best use as grass seed has a different value. In the Willamette Valley, there's just a vast array of different types of soils and soil capabilities. It takes a while. It takes some time to figure out what those values are, what the highest and best use is. A lot of what we're looking for, the reason why the soils are what they are, a lot of it has to do with some catastrophic events like the Missoula floods 10,000 years ago to 15,000 years ago, where these massive glacial floods came up and filled up the Willamette Valley. And it's brought a lot of silt, a lot of sand. It kind of re-landscaped the entire valley. And then we've got all of our mountains on the Cascades and the coast that are bringing in sediments from all the creeks. There's also something else that's going on in the Willamette Valley, which is we had a lot of volcanic activity. The ash and volcanic matter was blown out of the volcanoes, and it was caked onto the side hills, and that's where you get your Joria and Nakia soils. You can grow different crops on there: Christmas trees, timber, grapes, and some of those are even class 2 soils. So this particular section of ground is being cleared out, reclaimed by the farmer or the new farmer. It's a great soil, good water rights. As scrub ground, it might only be worth $750 an acre, but as good productive farm ground, it could be worth in this particular area of the valley, worth $10,000 to $13,000 an acre. This same type of soil up north of Salem could be worth $20,000 an acre. So that's the reason why he's out here, pulling stumps, reclaiming some of this ground. If you're looking to find a broker to help you buy a ranch, farm, or timber ground, or sell your farm, ranch, or timber ground, I think it's important that you hire somebody who has a fairly good breadth of knowledge on what the highest and best use of your ground is, and look for opportunities to increase the value of the farm, before you sell it or after you buy it. This is Paul Terjeson, Oregon Farm and Home Brokers. Give us a call. We're here to help.